Geminis, hi, hello, welcome to this channel. Thank you for being here. This is your weekly reading for the week of July 21st. Yes. So let's see what's coming through for you. You can use this for your sun, moon, and rising sign. And if you want to book a personal reading, my email is in the description box below. Send me an email to schedule a reading. Okay. Now let's see what's coming through for you. All right, Geminis, your cards are Ten of Wands, Seven of Swords, Hangman, and Devil is on the back of the deck. All right, what's happening here? So something to do with old patterns, and this is where you are seeing them clearly. So it may have something to do with what's happening in your own life, or it could be the situations that you are coming across. So the ups and downs that you are coming across in your everyday life. And here with Ten of Wands, this is where things may seem a little bit heavy. And why though? So both these cards have to do with you feeling that sense of heaviness, and so it may have something to do with duties, responsibilities. It could also be emotions, something to do with communication here, or with the Devil card, it might feel like you are, feeling stuck, feeling restricted somehow. Uh, so something to do with it could also be energetic, or it could be whatever it is that the situations that you are coming across, people you are interacting with, and things like that. And something to do with perspectives also is coming through. So with Ten of Wands, yes, this is stress. And it could be boredom, things like that. So just be aware of that. I don't know what you are coming across, so I'm not going to give you any suggestions or advice. But just be aware of this energy and how you want to navigate the situation, and how can you make things a little bit easier on you. Okay. So attachments. So when I said attachments, it could be people, it could be things, it could be something, a project you are working on. So everything, so it feels like whatever it is that you are coming across, everything is important. It's not. It's like you can't let go of anything, and you are, it could be that you are saying yes to everything that you are coming across, and you want to be everything to everybody, and whatever it is that you are doing, it's also very close to your heart, it's also important for you. So know how you want to, if it's becoming a little bit stressful, know how you want to lighten things up a little bit if it feels like an uphill journey. But this is where you are finishing something. Number 10 here has to do with completion. So it could be that you are changing up your routine. It could be you making some plans, schedule, organizing your day and your schedule in such a way that you, like creating that breathing space is important, Geminis. So when I said breathing space, what I mean is time for you, to meditate, write, go for a walk, something to break out of that heavy energy. And it's also important to know how you are handling things. And with this energy, it feels like you might also take up things that doesn't belong to you, like responsibilities that doesn't belong to you in the first place. So So yeah, it's important to know. And if this is something that's important for you, then it's equally important to know how you can make yourself stronger, so you are not feeling stressed out. um, yeah, so time management is also important. Managing your day, your schedule. It could be time management, it could be life management, like it's important to know what truly matters here, so you don't have to be in that energy. And here with Seven of Swords, this is where you are saying no. Ha. Okay. I didn't see that coming, even though the card was there, but it didn't occur to me. So, yeah, so this is where you are like holding everything together, and this is where you are saying no. So it could be that you are. Um, Yeah, so in the beginning of the week, before you say yes to anything, before you make promises, commitments, just know, just know what you are getting into, because you might have to say no later on. So this is where you are leaving something midway. It could be you taking a day off. It could be that you are leaving a group or something, or it could be something to do with conversations, communications is also what that energy is about. So when it comes to communications, it's important to, this is either your energy, Gemini, or it could be someone you are dealing with. This is where someone is getting away with something here. So it's like they are, holding some information back. So again, if you are signing any, when it comes to relationships, if you are starting a relationship, when it comes to friendships, when it comes to people you are interacting with, when it comes to contracts, agreements, if there is something you are beginning, just be aware of this energy, uh, because you want to make sure that the information is clear, what's going on, because yeah, you don't want to um, just blindly trust some people, like people, their promises, what they are talking about, um, things like that. So, you want to make sure that you are things are clear in your mind, okay, and you know what's happening there. So trust issues, something to do with trust issues may come up. Or it could also be that you are staying away from conversations and environment that is not helpful in some way. And here Hangman is here. Hangman here has to do with you seeing something in a totally different way. It could be you seeing people in your life. It could be situations that you are coming across. So yeah, this is like a 360-degree view of what's going on. And this is also where you are dropping your own ideas about things. You are learning something. So it could be a book you are reading, it could be the video you are watching, it could be a conversation you are having. This is where you are learning something new, keeping an open mind, learning something new. Or it may also have something to do with a particular situation, that you are seeing something or someone in a different way. So this is it's a very strange energy. So this is where you are finishing things, and this is where you are leaving something midway, because maybe you have this new vision, like you want to do things in a different way, you want to redo something, things like that. So this is where you are um, hanging on to things. Meaning it could be that you are waiting for more information, waiting for clarity, you are listening to your own intuition. For some, it could also be that you are coming across some some delays, some setbacks. It could also be happening for a reason, Gemini. Okay, so you don't want to force anything. You don't want to um, struggle with anything. Just let things be for the time being. Maybe it's happening for a good reason. So this, yeah, you are not taking any action here. You, it could also be that you may feel like staying away from social media, social circle. It could be that you are working on something, Gemini, or it could be that you just want to spend some time alone. So you are staying away from the noise. Devil energy is Capricorn. So it could be that Capricorn is in your chart, or someone you are interacting with. And Hangman here has to do with Cancer energy. Cancer or Pisces, I'm not sure. Hangman is ruled by either Cancer or Pisces energy. So here, yeah, devil here may have something to do with comfort. So it could be that you are in your comfort zone, or it could be, yeah, like you spending time at home, things like that, comfort. On the other hand, for some, this also has to do with something that is overly consuming. Your, yeah, something that's always like hovering over you. It could be thoughts, it could be something that you are working on, or it could be someone, things like that. So this is like consuming, overly consuming. On the other hand, it could also be unhealthy patterns, like like health choices, friendships, how you are spending your time, your energy, things like that. So yeah, balance is, this is extremes. So balance is needed here, some kind of balance, and that's what's happening here with Hangman. This is where you are becoming more aware of what's happening, and that is actually helping you make better, make different choices, is what I want to say. All right, so what's happening in the sky? I'm reading for the week of July 21st. On the 22nd, Sun moves into the sign of Leo. Now, we are moving into a new season from Cancer to Leo. Cancer is water sign. Cancer has to do with emotions, feelings, our emotional connections, home, family, spirituality, creativity, and things like that. So very, very calm energy is what Cancer energy has to do with. And then we are moving into the sign of Leo. Leo is fire sign, and it has to do with drive, passion, self-expression, things like that. So the energy is shifting. So water, from water to fire. And we also have the Leo new moon happening on the 24th. Now, new moon is all about new beginnings. However, remember, we are in retrograde now. Mercury retrograde is on the 17th, and it's also happening in the sign of Leo. And Mercury retrograde is a time when we come across some delays, communication issues. So avoid making any assumptions. Being direct in our communication is important, and that's what this card is suggesting. It also depends upon the situation, not sure, depending upon like where you are, who you are with, what you are coming across. Direct communication always helps, being honest and transparent in our communication always helps. And that's what's happening there. And yes, Mercury retrograde could also mean some delay. So if, for instance, if like it could be travel issues, it could be technology, some technical issues, things breaking down and things like that. So it's these situations reminds us to take it easy, take it slowly, and There is no need for us to rush or force anything. It's important to just take one day at a time, and it's important to have patience and remain flexible. And that's exactly what's happening here. You are in that energy. This is patience. This is you remaining flexible. For some, it could also be you taking up yoga or things like that, like some kind of physical exercise. Something to do with your legs, Gemini. So watch your steps. This is where you are not watching your steps. Especially like if you are carrying anything heavy. Oh my goodness. Look at this. You are carrying something heavy, not sure. So it could be, you know, again, what's going on in the mind. It could be that if you are feeling distracted, and if you are crossing the road or something, just be careful. On the other hand, it could also be things that you are carrying, so yeah, watch your steps, Gemini. Yeah, something to do with legs, back issues. So, yeah, Leo new moon. And then on the 26th, we have moon in Virgo squares Uranus in Gemini. So this is a square, and squares has to do with tension. That energy of restlessness is what that has to do with. So this is where that I'm seeing that energy. You might feel, we might feel that sense of restlessness, and control issues may also come up. So it could be like power struggles, you know, uh, like it could also be other things, like if when we come across some delays, this is where you are trying to, like, if you are trying to like force anything, if you are trying to make something happen, then that will only lead to frustration. So the energy is reminding you, just surrender the struggle, let go. It could be that this is also happening for a reason. So if there is something that you are trying to do and you are coming across blocks every step of the way, then maybe the universe is asking you to just let go, just take it easy. So yeah, so working with the energy is important. Now let's see what's coming through on the oracle cards. Spirit, please give us a message for Geminis. What do they need to know? What do they need to be aware of? Words of abundance. So the message is, you have the ability to instantly manifest abundance by choosing powerfully positive words. Always describe your own and the world's economic situation in loving and optimistic terms, and that's what you attract for yourself and others. Yes, something to do with communication again. May have something to do with personal relationships, the people you are interacting with. So, and yeah, home and family is what this energy is. So the message is, you have the ability to instantly manifest abundance by choosing powerfully positive words. Always describe your own and the world's economic situation in loving and optimistic terms, and that's what you attract for yourself and others. So remaining, keeping our thoughts and words positive is important, because that's how we manifest things. So it's important to be careful of what's going on. Well, it's not possible to monitor every single thought that goes through our mind, but it's about being, when we are in touch with our feelings, like, how we are feeling about things, then it will be possible for us to change up our perspectives, change up our energy. So with the devil card, this is where you are, if you are feeling stuck, or it could be boredom, it could be workaholism, but that's what I'm saying here with 10 of wands. Then it's important to, sometimes it has to do with our own perspectives, how we are seeing what we are coming across, our situations, our experiences and things like that. Because we all have a choice. Sometimes it has to do with changing up our perspective. Sometimes it has to do with saying no and being assertive. And sometimes it's important how we are spending our time, our energy, and things like that. So that choice, that power, it's important to exercise that power of choice. Something like that, Geminis. So be aware of the choices you are making this week. And this is a new vision. A new vision is emerging, meaning, you suddenly realizing something. So this is like an aha moment, a revelation, new information coming your way, things like that. So Geminis, that's what I have for you. I hope this was helpful. Please take good care of yourself, and also remember to watch the moon and the rising sign as well. I hope you have a great week ahead. Take care. Bye-bye.